Hi and welcome to the start day 2 of our start in medieval Dynasty. So where we are, if we just press M, we can see that we're at 8 o'clock in the morning on day 2. Now where we left the first episode, we were over by the river there and we were picking a bunch of straw, because if you pick any plants or basically pick anything up, then it gives you survival points. And what we were needing, if we just go to technology here, technology tells you which buildings you can make based on what points you've accumulated today. And if we just go to survival technology, we needed a bunch of skill points in this to unlock the hunting lodge. And picking up a bunch of straw enabled us to do that. In fact, it was exactly 97 straw, and we got the hunting lodge, because picking up anything like straw, sticks, etc., it gives you survival technology points here. And so that got unlocked, so we managed to make one there. So this wasn't strictly necessary. We did find that recurve bow on day 1. Now that's only a less than 50% chance of doing that. If we had not done that, then we would be in here spending money to unlock these two things here, to make a bow and some stone arrows. But we don't need to do that because we got lucky finding that recurve bow. Alright, so if we now just look at our skill points. So that was technology, because what the skill points do is they unlock buildings as you get more, as you do more of these activities and get more points, but you also get these skill points to spend here. Now at the end of yesterday we only had 1 point, so just go to, not farming, survival. We only had 1 point to spend here, but overnight, picking up all of the sticks, cutting down the trees, etc., we managed, well, cutting down the trees actually gave us an extraction point, because that gives you skill points in extraction, cutting down trees. So I put that in extraction knowledge, which gives 5% more experience. But picking up all the straw, sticks, etc., and all the building, it gave us an extra 2 points to spend here. So I put 1 point in survival sense, and I put another point in survival knowledge. Now what survival sense does, remember previously, if you hit the Alt key on the left hand side of the keyboard, it would show you things that you dropped. Like, all this is ready for when we do our plot later, when we do our field. But now you can also see things like broadleaf plantains, sticks, stones, and other stuff. In fact, just a note on these things, each one of these gives you 5% health if you eat it. So it's worth carrying around a good stack of these at all times, because if you take any damage from an animal, for example, or anything else, like, or even a tree falling on you or whatever, just guzzle enough of these to get back to full health. And they're very plentiful, easy to find. Alright, so I did have a field here, and I wanted to do 4x4, and ended up 4x3 by accident, so I actually moved the field up there because we hadn't spent any resources on it. And we'll deal with that later, because I bought this fertilizer yesterday in flaxseed, 16 of each. But we can't go planting anything right now, because if we just go to, because we need a bag to do that. If we go Q and handcrafting, we can't make a problem with words here, a simple bag, because we need leather. So easy way to get leather is go kill something. Could be a deer or a boar. So what we're going to do is we're going to go kill some things. Boars are probably easier because they run at you. Deers run away. So anyway, let's go to inventory. Let's equip our recurve bow. I'm going to put it in the 4 slot, just to have it. For arrows, we have 4 iron arrows that we've found. Now to equip those, you actually have to click on it and then press F. There you go, they're now equipped. So we can now equip our bow. So if we press and hold the right mouse button, gets the arrow out. Press and hold the left mouse button, draws the string. Release the right mouse button and releases. If we'd released the left button, it would have released the arrow, or shot the arrow rather. Now I vaguely remember there was something, you've got these clay pits here which you can dig up with a shovel. And I vaguely remember there was a shovel around here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Okay. Bronze shovel, so we can sell that. Because if we need to dig anything up, we'll just make a wooden one. For now, we need the money more. So what we're going to be doing is we're heading off to kill a couple of pigs. Now, if we just hit M, so this is where we were building by the bridge. And what we are looking for is this path here. And what we'll find is there's a spawn point for boars just over that path. Now, recurve bow and iron arrows, that's a one-shot kill if we get a headshot. So we should see some foxes around here. They are not aggressive, but they do and can occasionally attack. Not sure what triggers them. You have to kind of run at them or something, or be too close for too long. They generally leave you alone, but they can attack. All right, there's a boar ahead of us right now. So we don't mind if he rushes us, so let's just arm up. Probably just kill him from here, actually. So as mentioned, it is a one-shot headshot, but there are going to be... They usually come in 2s or 3s. Sometimes 4 if it's wolves. So we're expecting... Oh, there's one more. Well, I heard him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, headshot again. Slight drop on the arrow. Alright, there might be another one. There's moose over there. Moose are non-aggressive for some reason. Alright, you gotta be careful. Oh, there's another one. I can hear him. He's in there somewhere. Okay, come on. Alright, so that's all 3, so we can skin them now. We didn't need 3 there. 1 would have done, because we only need 1 piece of leather to make that bag for our crops. So as you can see, each one gives us quite a bit of leather. 5 leather, 21 meat. That's a lot more meat than we need. So remember yesterday on day 1 we sold those 20 pieces of dried meat that we spawned in with. So as mentioned then, we didn't need it. Now, one thing that we are going to want in the future is, remember we bought some fertilizer because we wanted it for the fields. Now, any food item we leave on the ground will turn to rot as the season changes. So what we actually want to be doing here is picking up a lot of berries, because we get a lot of berries very quickly. And then if we drop the berries, then by the next season, or rather at season change, those dropped berries will turn into rot. And we can convert rot into fertilizer such that we won't have to be buying anymore in the future. So we want to be, so we just press Alt here. It shows us any unplucked bushes here, but there's one here and there's one here. So I just do it off camera. I'm going to pick all of the berries here and there. Okay, berry picking complete, so we could press Alt and it tells us if we missed any bushes. Yeah, you can see one bush got missed down there, but we can live with that. Alright, good thing about picking the berries is serves a couple of purposes. Firstly, as mentioned, if we drop the berries on the floor, at each season change, any food items dropped on the floor will turn to rot, and then we can change the rot into fertilizer. So that's one thing. But also, if we just look at the number of berries we picked up there, we picked up a lot very, very quickly. 566. And because we're picking up, every item you pick up contributes to survival skills, we did a couple of things. If you go to technology, we unlocked the herbalist hut. That's useful later on in the game, but not in the short term. But we also got another skill point to spend here in survival. So I'm going to max out survival knowledge here. So we've now got 15% more experience gained from survival activities. And then any other survival points, we can look at other things. All right, let's go home. Getting home, so let's sort out our inventory here. So we need to drop all those berries, remember, because we want those to turn to rot, which they will do in a couple of days' time. So let's press and hold X, that drops those. Now, meat. And here's another issue with the game, which I guess is another playstyle choice item. But if we go E for crafting, now if we go left mouse click here, we're going to cook 1 piece of meat. And as we can see, that takes a couple of seconds. Okay, so far so good. If we go R, and it asks us how many pieces we want to do. If we go E here, it maxes out the bar to 62. And if we now go F, we're in this situation here, where we've got over 3 minutes of staring at the screen while it cooks all this meat. And this can be even longer if you're doing really, really big stacks of other things. So let's just get out of that anyway. So escape and just press X. So this is another lifestyle choice, as I mentioned, but if you just go to escape and go customize game, you can go fast crafting. And if you put that on, and then F confirm, now if you put all of the food on to cook, it does the whole stack in the same time it took to do one. Well, actually it's a little bit longer, isn't it? About double the time. Okay, but it does it much faster, as you can see, and you're not staring at the screen. But also you get the full production skill points from all 56 there, so you kind of get the benefits of sitting there watching the screen for 3 minutes but not actually sitting there watching the screen. So that's something you can do if you don't like staring at the screen for 10 minutes, which a lot of people don't. But anyway, we don't need to be carrying around all that food. So I'm just going to drop, let me see, X for drop, E is the stack, and then I'm just going to go A button just to going to keep 5 on us, I think. Just drop the rest. All right. Now we did pick up a few other things. I think there was some clay, right? We don't want to be carrying that around. It's heavy. So just press and hold X to drop that. Keep the arrows. We don't want to be... Actually, we might want to be carrying the leather. Only reason I say that is because there are a bunch... If you just go M here, you've got all these little quest items for villagers. And I know that some of them just ask for leather. So I'm going to keep the leather on us just in case we bump into one of those. Oat roll in case we get hungry. Yeah, let's eat that. We are thirsty, so let's just do a couple of maintenance items here. We're also dirty if you look at that brown circle. Okay, it's just disappeared because we went into the water. And we can drink while we're here. Okay, done. Right, so we are fed, watered and bathed. So let's get into town. If we just look at what we might want to be doing here. So actually skills, we did get that production point, didn't we? Our first one. So I'm just going to put it in crafting knowledge there. So that gives us 5% more experience. Okay, so let's go and firstly, if we just go back to J actually. So we got a bunch of things we might want to be doing here. If we go to I and we look at management, we've got a buildings limit of 5 here. Now, I've seen recommendations about what to build first, but I don't think it really matters, to be honest, because this is going to go up to 10 very quickly, and actually it's going to go up to 20 very quickly. So I don't think it's really that important what we build first. So what I'm thinking is that, yeah, let's just tick off all of those survivalist things there. So we want the sticks. So one of those is build a rabbit trap. Now this one isn't intuitively obvious. If you press Q, it's actually under furniture and decorations for some reason. So click on that and then you get to the traps. And then you've got your rabbit trap there. That just takes sticks to build 10, I think. Alright, so that means it's armed and ready to go. So what else? A wooden spear. If I pick up these logs, yeah, we can't move anymore. So there, I'm hitting the W key, but anyway. All we want to do is, let me see, we want to make a stone knife and a wooden spear. Let's make the wooden spear first. That's a log. Yep. Okay, back to Q and handcrafting. Now the knife is just going to be sticks and stones. So we can drop the logs. So let's do that. Because that's stopping us moving anyway. So we need a couple of stones. Now we did put that point in survival sense, remember? And if we press and hold Alt, it will highlight stones for us now. And we needed 2. And let's Q, handcrafting, and make the knife. But there's nothing more we can do because then it's survive for a season. Now, if we survive for the season, then I think as the season changes, it might be, then it will move on to chapter 3, and I think we have to complete chapter 3 to increase the number of buildings to 10. Can't quite remember. But anyway, the limit of 5 here, that goes up very quickly, so it doesn't really matter too much what we build. So what we might want to do is, let's see. Just going to go here and drop all this. Okay. So let's look at our quests. Let's press J. Alright, talk to Dobro, whatever that is. So she's over here, so let's do that. So as you can see, we've got 3 exclamation marks up there. The yellow one tells us the active one, and that's who we're looking for. That's Unigos right there. Oh, no, it's not. It's Dobramiga, isn't it? There she is. Right, okay. Hi, you're Dobramiga, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Rasimir. So we'll go through this whole conversation here. I'll skip it. It's not that interesting. But I think she just gives us some booze and then says, go give it to Unigost over there. Yeah, she gives us 6 oat ale. Now we have to go give 2 to Unigost. And we get into another conversation here. I'll just skip it, and if you do your own playthrough, then you can see what that's all about. But it's part of the story, which is half interesting, I guess. All right. So I think we just gave him 2 of the oat beers, which means we will be left with 4, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we can sell those. We don't need those. Gives us a bit more money. And we also found that bronze shovel that we don't need to be carrying around. I'm actually going to sell this too. It's not worth much, but we don't need to be carrying the weight. So let's just F to sell. Now, bronze shovel. Let's get rid of that. Food items. We have that oat ale. We don't want to be... It's worth more to us as money. Okay, done. So we're at 1,000 coin. That'll actually go up quite quickly later on. So we've got those 2 exclamation points ahead of us here. That tells us there are 2 villager quests ahead of us. So let's just go see what they are. One of them, I think this guy wants us to go get some logs and stuff for him. So just go J. So that was house rebuilding. So he wants us to go get some sticks and logs. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that straight away, in fact. So we have to go a little way, because if you're too close to the village here, then you get this message blocked. So we can't cut anything down here, so we're just going to have to go over there. And I'm going to go and cut down 2 maple trees, and that will give us enough sticks and logs, and then we'll head back to him. I'll see you there. So heading into town, and we cut down 2 trees, picked up a bunch of sticks. Now you might notice there that our health used to be 100%, that red line there on the left hand side of the wheel. It's less than 100%. Basically a tree fell on our foot, and that's what happened. You can actually get killed that way. So, but this also shows the use of these broadleaf plantains. I picked up a couple more of those, but if we press F to guzzle these, you can see it gives 5% health for each one. There you go, back to full health. And you can find those all over the place, so it's a quick fix. Alright, so here's your logs and your sticks. So he gave us 50 dynasty points. Alright, so if we go I, and we look at management here, we're now up to 90 dynasty points. We only need 10 more and we can start to hire people, because you need dynasty reputation of 100 to do that. So we can actually start thinking about doing that. Now, there is another quest here somewhere, just following that exclamation point. Well, there's also Alvin. Let's go speak to him, because he's got a quest line all to himself. Where is he? Oh, around the back, okay. Hi, my name is Rasimir. So we go through, this guy has a quest line all of his own. It's quite a long one as well. So let's get this started. It just starts by go find this kid and give him a stick. We've got a bunch of sticks on us. So let's just make sure that one is active. So left mouse click, press F on it. So that is now the active quest. So that will tell us where this kid is. And he is right there. So we just need to give him a stick. Hi, you're Dalibor, right? So that gave us another 20 dynasty reputation points. So we can now go hire people. All right. So let's just go J. Just waiting for a message to pop up there, but it didn't come. Oh, we have to talk to Alwyn. Okay, let's go do that. I've solved your problem with Dalibor. All right. So another 10 Dynasty reputation points. So we've now got enough to hire somebody. So let's go do that. So what do we want them to do? If we just go I and into management, technology just tells us that we just unlocked another building. And it's a woodshed, I think. Did we just unlock that? Yeah, I guess so. All right, if we just go to management and we just go to people, you can see you've got all these skills lined up here. So you've got extraction, hunting, farming, diplomacy, survival, and production. So we want somebody either to put in the hunting lodge. So we need somebody either hunting, or I think we're going to build a woodshed and have them cutting wood for us. So it's either going to be extraction or it's going to be hunting. So it's going to be one of those first two. All right. Now, if you go up to anybody, all the people that you can hire tend to sit around this campfire here. Some of these we can't hire, like Unigost is there. But if you just go up to, it's got that kind of, I guess, that stick figure next to his name. That tells us he's hireable. And if we press the Alt button here, it tells us his skills. We can see that the first two there, he's got skills of 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. So he's not very good at anything. The maximum there is 3. And because we just mentioned that we want somebody either for extraction or hunting, we're looking for a 3 in one of these 2 slots there. So he's no good. We don't want him. Right, she's not hireable. She doesn't have that stick figure. He is. Let's just see what he's got. So he's 2, 1, 2. So he's not good in anything either. As mentioned, we're looking for 3s. He's hireable. 1, 1. So that's even worse. So he's actually got a 3, but that's diplomacy. 4th one along. Now that one's only of use for if you have somebody working a stall. We won't be doing that until later in the game. So that was of no use to us. We don't want to be hiring anybody there. Let's just look at the time. 6:26. So we've actually crunched through the second day pretty quick. All right, but we're going to be looking to hire somebody. So let's get on to what I'm going to be doing overnight, firstly, because it is going to get dark soon. So I'm going to looking to hire somebody. You need somewhere for them to live. So I'm going to go buildings. I'm going to build them a little house. So we're looking for green again. Okay, that will do. So all these starter buildings will be torn down eventually once we start building properly. So we don't really care where we put them. So I'm going to build that overnight. I have to go pick some straw and a bunch of other things. What else are we going to do? We want a woodshed. So I want to get somebody on cutting down trees for us. So let's go buildings. It's extraction. This one. And woodshed. So I'll finish this overnight as well. All of it just requires stones, sticks, and logs. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got room for one more building. What do we want to pick? Now, once we hire somebody, they need feeding. So you need either a food resource, a food storage resource, food storage building that is, or what you can do is just put food and water actually in their hut and they can eat and drink that way. So we actually don't need the food storage straight away. So what would be good to build here? As mentioned, it doesn't really matter because this maximum is going to go up to 10 very, very shortly. So we don't really care too much. I think maybe we could build a barn, I think. Have we? I think we've unlocked that. Let's just have a quick look. Buildings, farming. No, we haven't unlocked it yet. That'll be unlocked very, very soon. So what can we make? How about resources, storages? Yeah, we can make a resource storage. That would be of some use. Let's do that. It's pretty big. So I think we're going to have to dig up some stumps to do this. Yeah, pretty sure we do. So let's just look at, do we have a shovel on us right now? No, we don't. Do we have any logs? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's go Q, handcrafting, and make a wooden shovel. So I think what was happening there, oh, we just unlocked a workshop, but we don't particularly want that. So let's make the resource jobby, storage thing. So let's just go into tools. And what we want is that shovel we just made. Let's stick it in the 8 slot. Because what was happening there was these stumps were getting in the way of us placing the storage unit. Alright, so now we can get the storage unit in. So, buildings, storages, resource storage. So where were we? So we've got a building right there. We should be able to see the green pop up right here. I'm not seeing it right now. There are obstacles, so it might be this one here. Anything else in the way? Don't see it. But you're often in this situation where you're looking to what's in the way, and sometimes it's rocks that you can't do anything about. So back to storages. Yeah, there you go. We did see it right there. Okay. Alright, so overnight what I'm going to do is finish these 2 buildings here, and also the hut for the person over there. And then tomorrow morning we'll go hiring and also see what other quests we can get going so that we can get our survival points up. But also, yeah, we're probably going to need more money as well. The other thing I'm going to do overnight is, remember I moved the field from there up to here. I'm going to do the whole thing there because let's just go pick up everything we need. So that's basically the fertilizer, the flax, and the wooden hoe. Because what you have to do with the fields is just equip the hoe in the 8 slot. Alright, now we did make a simple bag, didn't we? If not, let's make one now, because we did, that was the whole purpose of going to kill those pigs. And that was to get the leather to be able to do this. So there we go, simple bag made. So that allows us to plant crops now. So just back to inventory, simple bag I'm going to put in the 7 slots. Okay, so 8. So what we have to do with each of the tiles here is firstly you have to grub it up with the hoe. Then you have to equip a bag. Right mouse click. Now you've got 2 options here, field and orchard. So pick field. Then you have to decide what you want the bag to be dropping. In this case it's going to be fertilizer. So we do that. So that now fertilizes this tile here. So we then have to go back to the hoe. Okay, so now it's ready to plant seeds in. Now we go back to the bag. Right mouse click. Field, and then we get to choose what we want to plant. In this case it's flax. And done. And we just do that with each of the 16 tiles here. And I'll do that overnight because as we can see it's getting dark. Alright, well thanks for watching this episode and hope to see you on day 3 and we'll continue the adventure, which will be the last day of spring and then we'll be heading into summer. As mentioned, I'll keep this going for 12 days, i.e. 1 whole year, and then we'll jump forward 30 odd years and just see where it all ends up. So thanks for watching again and bye.